In this video, I will show you how to download, install, and run Stable Diffusion on Ubuntu locally. This is a step-by-step tutorial to learn for setting up Stable Diffusion on any Linux distribution. Stable Diffusion is a free and open-source text-to-image AI generator. For instance, if you have a picture in your mind, you can describe it in text format known as prompt, and Stable Diffusion AI will generate the corresponding picture using the predefined dataset models. With that being said, let's proceed and start installing Stable Diffusion on Ubuntu. The procedure is similar for any Linux distribution. The only requirements of this tutorial: ensure your system has an NVIDIA or AMD graphics card with at least 2 gigs of video memory. You can also use CPU to render AI images, but GPUs is generally much faster. Also, if you are using an NVIDIA graphic card, make sure you have set up the NVIDIA drivers. And lastly, you need 8 gigs of RAM and 25 GB of free space on your disk. Now, on your Linux computer, in this case Ubuntu, open the terminal and install pip and curl commands. Next, head over to this website using your favorite browser. We will be using an easy diffusion script that provides a simple one-click installation method for Stable Diffusion on your computer. Easy Diffusion installs all required software components to run Stable Diffusion on Ubuntu. Just go ahead and download Easy Diffusion for Linux by clicking on the download button. You may end up downloading a zip file. Extract the zip file to your home directory. And then return back to the terminal. Now navigate to the home directory by running the cd command. Now type ls and you will see an Easy Diffusion folder. Then navigate to Easy Diffusion using cd and look for the script file named start. Now run the script by following the provided syntax. Make sure you have a stable internet connection, as the script downloads all the necessary software components such as models and samplers to run Stable Diffusion on Ubuntu. After the installation is complete, a browser window will open. Click on Try Again to access the web UI of Stable Diffusion. A Stable Diffusion server will start running in the background, and you can use the web UI to generate AI images using any browser. Now, meanwhile, in the terminal, some files are still downloading. In the meantime, let's tweak some settings. Just go to Settings and under the System Information, make sure your graphics card is detected and showing. Then set the GPU memory usage to high to render images much faster. Additionally, enable autosave images. Then go back to the Generate tab and wait for a few minutes until you see the message Stable Diffusion is ready in the top right corner. It's time to generate some images from the text descriptions. You can enter the prompt here. For example, a photograph of an astronaut riding a horse. Just click on Make Image and give a few seconds to Stable Diffusion to generate the AI image. Now let's talk about the image settings. You can expand the image settings by clicking on a button. The seed value is a Stable Diffusion algorithm used to generate images. If you set the seed value to 0 and disable random, it will generate the same image with the same colors, shapes, and patterns. For now, I will enable random to generate images randomly. Now, as you can see, with the same prompt, it has generated a different image. Now this is the default model used, but you can use other models by placing them inside the models directory. It's also recommended to use the default sampler, image size, and gradient scale. I will set the image quality to 100%. Now, as a good practice, you can enable scaling up by 4x, which will increase the image size 4 times the original resolution. It uses some algorithms to enhance the picture details. You can also use image modifiers to apply filters to the rendered image. Now let's generate a photograph of a pug dog using this prompt. I'm using a simple prompt. You can provide more detailed information. Now, as you can see, this picture looks fantastic and the details and clarity of the photograph are impressive. You can also ask ChatGPT to generate some AI prompts for you and use them in Stable Diffusion to generate images. Now, once you are done working with Stable Diffusion, go back to the terminal and quit the server by pressing Ctrl+C. Now, to start the Stable Diffusion server again, run the start script, then navigate to this URL in your browser to access the web UI of Stable Diffusion. And lastly, if you want to work with different models, you can download any model checkpoint from the internet and place it inside the models folder for easy diffusion. And that's pretty much it. This is how you download, install, and use the Stable Diffusion on Ubuntu. Give it a try and let me know what you think about it in the comment section down below. If you have any doubts or queries, feel free to ask me in the comment section. I will try to answer your questions. Thanks for watching. This has been KS Kirao. I will see you in the next one.